One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Noles will put toe to leather and we'll get started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. This rivalry is one of the most storied, at least in the modern generation of college football, but last year sort of left a bad taste in everyone's mouth in Tallahassee as it just never was competitive.
It was a dominant win by the Canes. I mean, they had 445 yards. Florida State had 248. Like, this was a beatdown. You could clearly see the balance with Miami's offense. Running the football for over 200, throwing for over 200. They did what they wanted at will.
I think that's the thing. You know, everybody went into that one expecting to see Cam Ward just light it up. Very pedestrian day for the Hurricanes. Throwing it, you're right, David. It was the Oregon State transfer, Damian Martinez, that went to work on the ground. They were more physical. It's exactly what Mario Cristobal wants this football team to be. Can Florida State match that physicality today in the trenches?
He'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will punt this one. Oh, they're faking it. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. So Florida State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You got to worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Part of the backfield, it's Robinson. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They'll try to run it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wide open spaces. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Makes the catch. It's Pittman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Noles line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Leaves it with the running back. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right down the middle. A straight downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage.
Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Floating away. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to you.
And the Hurricanes get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out.
Kearney on the Jets. There he goes. The 30. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? If we moved the football down the field, we had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Webster. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got it in the middle. It's Lyle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bloody. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here's the pressure. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this
mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it's crazy how this defense has been so good in this area of the field, right? They've given up plays and they've given up yards, but they've made them kick field goals. And great job getting the sack, trying to do it again.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Good, right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaches...
Oh, it's a fumble! And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll ride his man on the option. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On over the middle, it's White. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Noles have moved it inside the 20. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lyle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Beck. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from him.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. They've got the screen set up. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that ball is pulled into the end zone, but he is just out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking a shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
From the gun, the running back has it. Bringing it back. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On the run, it's Lyle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and look to play another down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs through the tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going with the ground game left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Canes! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. There he goes. Gets away from one, finds room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Noles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Webster. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Castellanos. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Red pass, it's complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Lost a throw on first down. He's in open space downfield. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The run from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll test the right side. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's back. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. And it's caught. Can he get to the marker? Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The offense changing the play. Gonna look downfield again. Pressure coming. Caught. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. They're in punt formation, but that's no guarantee they're actually going to punt it. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll try it over the left side. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
What a great play by the defense. In a critical down late in the game, one possession behind, you needed to come up with that play now to hopefully force a punt and give your offense a chance to go win the game.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks... Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, fourth and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the first down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a fourth down and 3. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pittman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's loose. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, no! He got a snap and just dusted the field.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Look out, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab over the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Running to Green. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over James Madison. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Canes will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
The short hands, it's Fletcher. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
To the air, it's back. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. A rivalry defined.